On so many reactions, and then Ghana for Bibrina, I can't myself. Yeah, there be a budget with you, budget better no. Other people also feel a budget with you, a very good budget, yes, from the NDC cabinet. It's very good. And then so it's kind of mixed reaction coming out from Ghanaians. Now, responding to the mid-year budget review, and I can be, I'm one member of parliament. This honorable member of parliament, or not a member of parliament for a FIA constituency. Now, Wakasa.
All right, I will say, I say, and I just say, a finance minister at all forcing a copy of our Meshebedran, that's parliament. Now, a mid-year budget, and now, or they go to Jah. Now, Yanitia, a year Bosha NDCFUO a share Ghana for, and not just a more highlight a whole answer. Na Ghana for be na reaction budget ebi say budget be ni ebi so say budget like a whole lot of comments and so far month so ebi say His Excellency George Dramani Mahama afele Ghana for like a whole lot and I just say so media so na MP bako abe reacting to that budget and send to the sense or say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Fili Ghana for Poto. You more am name quote in some na echi dear one you better so a day.
Haruna. Na my reflection, man, I'm majoring on or today most Sunday than I'm at parliament and I'm majoring on whether they're the Minister of Finance or you're sure they're or Ghana. Na manana oreka that reflect what Ghanaians really go through as we speak at the middle of July. Nanaya, Minister about Parliament because oyenche Section 28 of the PFM Act, Public Financial Management Act. Oshe Minister, not the Minister shall not later than 31st of July of each financial year, prepare and submit to Parliament the mid-year fiscal policy review. Oyenche. May you sure there's a Onyensha in Minister and come by Parliament. Because from the beginning of this statement to the end, BBA in this statement, Nima, Oma a clear direction to the people of Ghana. Then from January to June, a Juma no day na ote. Now from July to December, this is how we want to carry Ghanaians forward. That was never the direction of the Minister for Finance. In fact, sitting in the house, also there now in fact, Sir cameras in the park in the back, the majority side of Parliament in a minority, they were completely indifferent. Manochende na NDCFUO na war majority side kwa beka the budget na war can impo onfa won. In fact, until October end na all be paid na all man on the customer paid na all ka paid ni kwa no ntase. Because you see, say the media review na echo them section na me read section 28 D. Also there see also an analysis of CFA in Fambra. OCA, the mid-year fiscal review shall include the following. A brief overview of recent macroeconomic development of government. B, an update of macroeconomic forecast undertaken by government. C, an analysis of total revenue, expenditure, financing performance for up to the first 6 months. To read the budget in the Haruna there, total revenue analysis. And also my total expenditure analysis for budget. Because budget is all about the revenue and expenditure. The minister for the first time in Ghana's history, media review, our minister Ogwani feed the revenue position of this country as at half year. At the same time, no minister can expenditure that. Copy him that no si paid. Now paid. No what did he pay? all the paid in now statutory payment. All the paid yesika yeji tu mude abano on spend, which he has not even been able to raise enough to pay the total numbers also the utria by the half year. Nanayao, this is a government or shaseno now or declare policies the two got up a door in Wejuma. Bisaharu no ti wana NDC na obi a Ghana there or ti bibi fa ejuma creation one ejuma ye. This is the biggest problem Ghanaians face today. One flagship program our friend ejumera Bisaharu na there or ti bibi fa ejumera wana. 1 million coders are wodi two on. As we speak today, half year, Minister Kadobe create 1 million coders. Bisanda Minister Onya Kukudru bought 1 million coders to do poche Ghana fana. In fact, in Kabe media budget reviewer, there's a lot of expectation from manufacturers, from industries, from the business community. There ebema woni nkwanshe about the future of business in this country. Bisaminu Haruna there or TBB for Ejumaye another manufacturing, another industry creation. One almighty 24-hour economy. This is your flagship program. A 2.5-year budget and a today work a BBA for 24-hour economy. This clearly tells you that the government has failed and is failing, and this is where I am worried. Now let's take the revenue numbers. Equal paragraph 228. Paragraph 228 of the statement. Ne paragraph 228 all can be sharing about ne revenues. And because onye na agenda obeka no kwa che Ghana futi na na yoti asama atofo se no ka che Ghana fo. Also, non-oil tax revenue as at June 2026 was 6.4% of GDP. Onosunasi Chedin. Say, MIN revenue, tell us the total revenue that you have collected. In the beginning, now, Obama budget, you know, and the total expected revenue for 2026, Obe expected Obeji 268 billion. This is what he told us. Wambeka and Obeji 13% of GDP. Also, Obeji 268 billion. At half year, no, you are expected to collect 134 billion. Ayane total equal appendix 1 equal any total total revenue ayaje Ghana as at half year or 124 billion, meaning that almost about 30 billion of revenue has not been collected as at half year. Why then can't you Ghana for 30 billion in 2 manje as at half year? And because when to one Jimmy, you know, there is no way he's able to spend it. Expenditure ender. Total expenditure Baneka Dobe spend 302 billion. As at half year, not said there Aban or spend 158 billion, according to Nansani 2026 budget. Yeka say total expenditure Abana spending it is a short of 30 billion. Almost 20% behind the total. So why would you not be able to obesida na catch them the way jumere able to my obesida na catch them the 1 million coders able to my obesida na catch them that you be able to create jobs for the ordinary Ghanaian? This is the true reflection of your work. Equal customs revenue. What call the company be our friend Republican AI. I told by Parliament and the certificate of agency. GRE for the past 8 years, every year on year, what the revenue in excess of 25% year on year, every year. Customs will perform more than 20% year on year because the economy on its own grows. I took a chair and penny budget today. Even with the introduction of the publican, customs revenue is growing at 15%. Poor. Yeah, can say customs is performing below target. That's a tough year. Aqua for public and award GSK triacle. And you still cannot even collect customs revenue. And you sit here and you want to tell Ghanaians today the economy is what?
But talking of publican AI, and no minister can say omode ebayan on monthly basis. So we scan omunya in excess of 75 million.
Onya no kwa in the sense that
but people say says he can in excess of 75 million onya no. Senka customs a publican AI na ma enka says can komunya.
Oh, Nana, it is the most disingenuous statement by the Minister of Finance because customs already at their CTSB, Customs Technical Bureau, now what the revenue assessment. In fact, the public can only be not you customs for what you go and check. It is the customs people that are there to do the normal reviews of petitions that people bring. It's in AI now, no. They are only connecting the normal revenue now customs watching in our attribute to the AI, and that is why I'm telling you that even that technology now working. If the AI wasn't there, customs revenue was originally growing by over 20% every year on year. So even with the introduction of publican, you should have expected in excess of 30% growth or 35%. Then you can tell me that there's a usefulness for that publican. Now at the publican the company is already growing in excess of 20%. You bring me public and you are growing 17%. Then you tell me the public and amba in a year on month 17 million. Why not capture the customs? What you want to know? Every month we will increase revenue collection. Go and check the data on a monthly basis. Nana, say revenue and expenditure bits now all the core to Ghana ye for which reason government is unable to spend abandon too much spending now. Areas are ato okempo oya yimsheshe has to do with kwana offered or set standards. Nana, yet a parliament na honorable Atubeka Chende or the new project be by what friend the Ghana accelerated reserve brofotin there say yame aduma afi yen domestic reserves, our gross international reserve, you may grow from 5.7 to 8.6 by the end of the year. Haruna, Ekaya. In fact, per that program now, or the Ghana accelerated reserve, also there between 2026 and 2030,